Hey, what's up everyone? It's Stargirl the Practical Witch and welcome back to my channel. So I'm back with another pick a card reading, and today we are going to figure out what you need to hear right now no matter what your situation is based on tarot. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys an up close version of the cards so you can pick one of the cards that is calling to you, and then once you do, you can fast forward to the timestamps I provide in the description or the pinned comment to fast forward right to your message. But before I show you guys an up close view so you can meditate on the options, I do want to give a quick shout out to my sponsors who are kind enough to make today's video happen. But after that, it's right back to the up close shot of the cards. So one thing you guys already know about me is most of the things that I like using on my body, I like to make sure are non-toxic and vegan. That's why I was really excited to find Native Deodorant, which is paraben free, aluminum free, and sulfate free. And on top of that, it's also vegan. So I was super excited to support this company. For the first few weeks, I used Native Deodorant. This is actually the one that I liked the most, which was the citrus and herbal musk. This one kind of gives you that invigorating citrusy scent as you go about your day. It'll just randomly hit you, but it's like the perfect amount of scent. And one thing that I liked about it was I noticed that I could go about my whole day without having to reapply it because it just kept everything fresh for the whole entire day, even after a workout, which is why the citrus and herbal musk was one of my favorites. Also, I really like the lavender rose as well, and the coconut and vanilla. So I like to wear the coconut vanilla one when I'm spending a day at the pool because it matches like the motif of the scents that I'm going for outdoors, like when I have suntan lotion. So this one's great. And I like the lavender rose because it's really relaxing. So I'll switch between these scents depending on what I'm doing during the day. But one thing they all have in common is that by the end of the day, I'm dry. I smell amazing. Everyone I come in contact with, when they give me a hug, they're like, what is that scent? Why do you smell so good? And I'll be like, it's my Native Deodorant. 3 deodorants are normally $36, but if you use my link and code, you'll get them for $24, which is 33% off. All the links are in the description. Definitely check out Native Deodorant because this company is amazing, and we should all be supporting companies that are vegan and non-toxic because it's good for us, it's good for the environment, and also these companies make a world of a difference. So, you know, try them out. They're amazing. You'll smell amazing and you'll be putting something healthy onto your body. So now that we've done that, let's get back to the video. Welcome back, guys. Thank you so much for sitting through that. Now let's go ahead and show you the up close version of the cards. All right, group number 1, this is what you need to hear right now. So you did choose the black tourmaline, which is telling me, and also in your piles, you also had the fluorite card as well. So both of these stones are actually like a type of energetic protection when you're energetically bombarded, and also when you need to clear some people out of your space, group number 1. And you know, it's funny because in my last pick a card reading, I had this message for another pile too. So if you got that message last time in that pick a card reading and you're getting it again, Spirit really wants you to know to be very selective about the people that you hang around, because group number 1, I'm hearing that recently you've had a major wake-up call about, first of all, who's your friend and who's not, your network circles, who's your enemy, who's your friend, who's not. There's been a huge wake-up call about that, and that's specifically what I'm hearing. Actually, I'm hearing that a lot of you guys have felt very ambitious lately to make something of yourself, group number 1. I'm hearing that a lot of you feel this call, like it's time for you to finally step into your purpose and start doing something great, to start being the great person you are meant to be. For a lot of you, because I also got the 10th house, this talks about fame, guys. And now this fame card, guys, this came up more than one time in your reading. So I'm doing a mix of automatic writing. And guys, if I stutter and I'm like, it's because it's Mercury retrograde still, and Mercury retrograde just messes with my communication. So be patient with me, guys, but I have an amazing message for you, really. This 10th house, which talks about your fame, comes up numerous different times when I was channeling for you too, because I'm doing this new technique where I'll draw pictures to see what comes up, and I kept getting like a crown, a king, a throne. So guys, this really talks about getting recognition for some sort of work that you do. And it multiple times talked about this. Now, obviously, not everyone who chooses group number 1 is going to be super famous, Beyonce big, Lana Del Rey big. That doesn't happen to everybody. But I will tell you that recognition or being well known in your field for what you do is definitely in the future for you, group number 1. And this is why I'm telling you guys, it is so important for you to be very selective about your friendship circles, to be very alert about who's really your friend and who's not your friend, because this is a confusing message, group number 1, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you what I'm seeing. There are going to be people in your life who do enter your life, and I'm seeing that they are going to hook you up, and I'm going to go into specifics with an amazing career opportunity. Amazing people are coming into your life. However, at the same time, there are also people in your life that need to be filtered out. And this could be like in the near future or right now, but they are problematic. What I'm hearing is that these people are high drama. They're high emotions. If you're in a friendship or a relationship or you're associating with people who make you feel drained, who make you feel tired, who are high drama and bringing that into your life, that is nothing but a distraction, group number 1. And this is something, you know what's interesting? Before my YouTube channel blew up, I had a free psychic call, and I didn't think anything of it. And the psychic told me the same thing, and I didn't think anything of it until what she said happened. And as my channel got bigger, I had to learn not to trust certain people in my life. And before I was so trusting. So guys, listen to this, because I really feel this is a big message for you. You're going to do great things. You're going to attract a lot of people who want to be in your spotlight, group number 1. A lot of people, and I'm going to get into that. But you have to be discerning about which people are worthy of your time. And it's not a matter of being cold. It's not a matter of being heartless. It's a matter of preserving you and your energy and having a single focus towards your goals. Because there are going to be some people that do help you, but at the same time, there will be people who bring you down. Stay away from dramatic people. Stay away from people, because you know what I'm seeing for you, group number 1? You guys, oh my God, group number 1, when I was doing your message, when I was channeling for you, I kept getting that, like, I wanted to like compliment people during this time. What makes you beautiful? What makes you beautiful? That was one of the things I wanted to include in this. And one thing I saw about you guys is you really want to help. Like, when you guys are big, you want to make sure your friends are getting that success too. You want to bring your friends up. You're always thinking about ways to help your friends solve their problems. You know, you're a problem solver, and I see that's something you're good at, group number 1. Like, you're really good. People come to you with their problems, their drama. You're the mediator, you're the peacekeeper. You care about everyone. You even care about people who other people warn you about, because you're a healer and you see the good in bad people, so to speak. Okay. And I'm also getting a lot of you might actually legitimately be some sort of psychic healer or some sort of healer, because what I'm also seeing for you, group number 1, is that a lot of you also, you bring secrets to the light, is what I was hearing and seeing. A lot of you speak about the hidden. So a lot of you speak about the occult. A lot of you speak about conspiracies, or you use the occult to counsel or heal. This is very much a part of your past life gifts, actually. But essentially, group number 1, I'm getting off topic. You need to cut some people out of your life, preserve your energy with this black tourmaline and this fluorite card, because some people don't need to be in your energy. So group number 1, I want to tell you that right now you are heading towards a really big success in your life. And one of the reasons why I saw this is because we also have the creativity card that is 33. Now, 33 actually speaks I had a burp, guys. I'm sorry. Every time I talk, I have to freaking burp. But 33 actually speaks about your Jupiter return, because it's just the numerology of it. So whenever you see 33, this talks about the Jupiter return in your birth chart. So a lot of you, what I'm hearing, group number one, is you have Jupiter in Capricorn, Sagittarius, Aquarius, maybe at the beginning part of Pisces, and you're about to have your Jupiter return. And when you have this Jupiter return, this is when a lot of these blessings are going to come through. What I'm also hearing from this too, if it's not your Jupiter return, Jupiter is transitioning right now in your first, fifth, or ninth house, or it's about to. So essentially what this means is luck, prosperity. Specifically, when I saw it paired with the fifth house, a lot of you might have natal Jupiter in the fifth house, but essentially this means like the fifth house isn't just about creativity. This is entrepreneurship, figuring out new creative ways to make money. This is a spiritual awakening, because the fifth house, and I'm also seeing a lot of you have a lot of good karma from your past life coming back. That's what I'm seeing, group number one, and you're about to experience this is what I'm hearing. And specifically, it has to do with creativity, your own business, entrepreneurship. This is all things that I see coming up for you, group number one, and you're about to get major success in this. And you know, this is really amazing, because for the longest time I've been doing readings, I have not been seeing an explosion of success for anyone, quite frankly, because of everything going on in the world. So group one, I'm seeing a lot of you have felt impatient. When is my time going to come? When is all the work I have been doing going to pay off? There's a lot of, you know, things haven't been moving for you, but group number one, what you need to hear right now is things are about to start moving for you. So it depends where you are on your journey. If you're already established, if you already have a business, if you're already doing your creative projects and you're putting it out there, all that work you've been doing is going to reap a lot of rewards and recognition for you. And you know how I know, guys? Because when I drew for your destiny, what's coming, I got the Six of Rods, which is the Six of Wands, and this talks about fame. This talks about recognition. This talks about getting congratulated on your work, people respecting your work, you getting a lot of praise for what you are doing, a lot of attention for what you are doing that motivates you and encourages you to keep going, which tells you that you are on the right path, group number one. So you're coming into a time of great success. And then it was paired with the Ace of Wands, which talks about a new creative spark. It talks about creativity. It talks about like an independent business or something like that. So for a lot of you, honestly, I couldn't pinpoint what it was because there's only 3 piles, but you guys know what it is. First of all, I want to tell you guys that you are hard workers, you are hustlers. One thing I see about you, group number one, is things just weren't handed to you on a silver platter. Even though, you know, what I'm seeing is you guys have had to really work for what it is that you have right now, for what it is you've established. A lot of people talk about how hard you work, and also what I'm hearing is a lot of you, your family life growing up was a struggle. It was hard, or at the very least you've had to work really hard to get where you are at. I'm almost hearing a lot of you, you've had to sacrifice a lot of your like, you don't just go out and have fun. You're focused on what it is that you're doing, and you know, you're focused on making something of yourself. In group number one, I see with expect powerful change with new moon eclipse, you are about to get a lot of recognition for whatever it is. Now, if you're someone who has not gotten recognition, you haven't started that business, if you're someone who's just been trying to find what it is they're meant to do, but you've been motivated to find what it is, I'm seeing, group number one, a lot of you are coming into a time currently, oh my gosh, I'm getting the tingles, where this is when inspiration is going to hit you out of nowhere. I really feel that. It kind of feels like when I had my Jupiter return, this was right before my Jupiter return. I was trying so hard to make my band happen, my music happen. Nothing was working. I was at that point where I was like, screw it, I'm gonna go wash dishes at the pizza place, and whatever happens, happens. I almost just gave up. And then out of nowhere, inspiration hit. I started posting videos, and whoa, lo and behold, career and everything just fell into place. So group number one, you are entering that time right now where things are just going to fall into place, where miracle solutions are about to come to you. And I'm getting so many tingles, guys. And it might sound too good to be true, but I will tell you something. A lot of the times right before something big like this, which is happening, oh my gosh, I'm getting so many tingles, is about to happen to you, we hit some sort of a low point where we kind of just give up. And we're just like, ugh, nothing's going to happen, whatever. Group number 1, with the eclipse, because you know what really called out to me? You had 2 eclipse cards, okay? So this is telling me the eclipse is triggering something for you. Now, this is eclipse season right now when I'm posting this for the next few months. So if you're watching this between those months, especially for you, group number 1, these powerful eclipses, which only take place every 6 months, are finally going to hit you, and it's going to trigger something in your birth chart. It's going to hit something lucky in your birth chart, like Jupiter or, the 7th house, 10th house, whatever, the 5th house, and it's going to bring you creativity, inspiration, and possibly fame if you're already in the business. So whatever it is, guys, you guys are about to hit your jackpot moment in regards to ideas, inspirations, or recognition for what it is that you're doing. And another card that really indicated this to me was also prosperity. There's a positive shift in your flow of divine support. And this relates back, guys, group number 1, you have a lot of good past life karma, because a lot of the times, especially when you're studying sidereal astrology or Indian astrology, you'll learn that a lot of like random serendipitous good things that happen to you for no reason in your life is actually a result of past karma, like good karma you've accumulated. And group 1, you have accumulated so much good karma, and this is really going to come back to you. And I'm also seeing it again with the Jupiter card, with the Wheel of Fortune turning in your favor. God, the divine, the creator, is shining their light at you because you have done the work that you need to do. You have done everything. You went through the lessons, and now it's your time to shine. Now, for a lot of you, group number 1, I do want to put this out there. For those of you who are in touch with your father, for those of you who are not in touch with your father, whatever the case is, one message that really came out for me, group number 1, is your father is really proud of you. No matter what your relationship is, no matter what, if you're talking, if you're distant, even if they can't say it to you, group number 1, your father is really proud of you, really proud of everything you have accomplished in your life. This was a big message I got for you, group number 1, or like a father figure in your life. They are really proud of you because I keep feeling their presence. They keep going, I'm so proud of everything they've accomplished. I'm so proud of them. I'm so proud of where they are in life. So, I like to channel these messages because sometimes our fathers are not around, or their physical 3D body is not able to say it, but their higher selves can come through and, speak what their soul feels, because a lot of the times in our bodies, our egos get in the way. That's why I wanted to channel that, guys, because their higher selves is really proud of you, and they wanted me to tell you that, and I'm gonna start crying because they're like, I'm so proud. And for a lot of them, they're saying that they're sorry they can't, say that in person, and a lot of them, I'm sorry, guys, I'm like, okay, they're saying they're sorry if they can't say that in person. They're sorry if, their ego gets in the way, or there's some reason they can't, but they're really proud of you. And also what I'm hearing for you, group number 1, is this is going to be a time where a lot of past flings are going to come back to try to hit you up. And the reason why that is, group number 1, is actually because I kind of feel like you're coming into this spot where you're really going to start reaping success and coming into yourself, whether it's starting a business, whether it's getting recognition for your business, whether it's like you're starting to just really be confident in where you are in life. There's a lot of past exes or past flings who maybe in the past rejected you, or actually I feel like you rejected them or walked away from them. But there's a lot of past love energy coming up that they are going to try to hit you up. They've definitely been watching you on social media. They've been watching your growth. They've been watching your progress, group number 1. So this is what I'm saying about filtering those people, because, there's a reason why they were in the past. If they didn't appreciate you during your journey, insert, generic Marilyn Monroe quote, but essentially move on to something better. Ignore those people because they're going to see your glow up. Now, in regards to this partnership, guys, group number 1, I do want to tell you there is a partnership coming your way. I got this because the relationship and prosperity card were together, but also I got it with a 3 of Pentacles as well. And there was just numerous cards that was really calling this to me. There's going to be someone in your career who wants to partner up with you, who you can collaborate with, who's going to offer you an amazing opportunity or lead you to your destiny or life purpose or passion or help you with that, group number 1. They are coming in very strongly. They're going to work with you. They're going to teach you a lot. They're going to, because I also have learning. I really feel like this person, and I feel like it's going to be a woman. I feel like it's going to be a female. For some of you, it could be male, but for a lot of you, I was really getting like it's going to be a female. I kind of see this as a manager coming in, like a manager recognizing you. I kind of see this as like someone in authority recognizing you or like helping you. But anyway, it's someone in authority who's coming in to try to help you, and they are going to work with you, and they're going to help build up your business, or they're going to help like bring you into the spotlight or something of that nature. They are coming in. Now, the problem is, group number 1 with you is you have a really hard time working with other people. You do not like being told what to do, and you're afraid you're going to lose your identity in a group. Because one thing about you, group number 1, is you like to shine on your own. You are like, you're afraid of losing your identity in a group. You're afraid of getting lost in a group. You're afraid that you're just going to blend in with the crowd, and you don't like to compromise your vision for someone else's. So group number 1, you do have a really hard time working with other people. I hear that and you're also really worried about what people are going to think about you, your creative expression. You're worried about being judged when you put it out there. Group number 1, I'll tell you something. When you're in these lucky transits like you're about to be, it doesn't matter. If you're doing something with pure joy and you put it out there and with the support of the universe, it's going to be taken really well. And that's something I do want to tell you. And also, group number 1, in this life, in your past life, one thing about you is that one thing I got for you is a lot of you are beautiful, like very physically beautiful. And I want to tell you that. You probably already know that. And I don't want to hear anything like, no, I'm not beautiful. No, stop. It's not just outward beauty, because one thing I've noticed about people is someone can be like on paper really beautiful, but then they'll have such a bad, like nasty attitude, personality. And then I don't even see that anymore. And a lot of people are like that, group number 1. You have a true beauty that shines out of you. So I don't want to hear, I'm ugly. No, you're not. People see you and perceive you as beautiful because the soul that's in you radiates like a light outside of you and lights up your skin. Because when I got cards to describe you guys, like how people see you, who you are, I have the moth and the rabbit. This is someone who is beautiful, and this is someone who's went through great transformation after great pain. Your life has not been easy. You know, a lot of you have dealt with death of someone really important. A lot of you, if not that, have dealt with extreme poverty. You have fought tooth and nail to become who you are and be the person you are meant to be, and you are absolutely deserving of all this success coming your way. And also, guys, any enemies that you have, because I'm sensing there's a lot. First of all, I'm hearing, group number 1, there is a lot of conflict around you. I don't know what it is. This is a general reading, but I will say I got the 3 of Swords twice for you, which talks about emotional pain. And I also have it with emotional healing. For a lot of you, this has to do with like a past life of a bad childhood. Someone could have died, passed away in your home. There could have been, your home growing up was always unstable. There could have just been your whole life you've worked really hard to get where you are, and no one is going to take that away from you. No one is going to take that away from you, because the universe is never going to give you things that you can't handle. And I see for you, group number 1, that it is a part of your destiny to leave a legacy here. And I'm seeing that a lot of you have been through some conflict with other people. For some of you, this is in a romantic relationship. For some of you, this is problems with your enemies, with your friends. There's been some conflict recently in your life that has, brought you kind of heartbreak, or has caused, because I'm also sensing, group number 1, a lot of you are really angry people right now. There's a lot of anger that you're feeling right now, maybe because things aren't fair, things aren't happening the way they're supposed to happen. Impatience. Maybe it's someone who's been breaking your heart. Whether it is, you just went through a breakup, or there's been conflict with the people around you, anger with the people around you. But whatever the case is, I'm hearing that your spirit guides are coming in and they are healing the situation. I actually got your spirit guide come up right here. Your spirit guide is right here. They are healing the situation of whatever this heartbreak is, whatever this pain is. Around the time of the eclipses, a lot of the times there's pain, there's crying, there's heightened emotions, but also heightened psychic ability around the eclipses, which is what you have, group number 1, right now, currently, along with the heightened emotions. But at any rate, your spirit guides are working with you to heal the situation. A lot of you are going to get a very victorious idea. And in the near future, there is going to be some sort of extreme success in regards to your creativity, putting yourself out there, being noticed. And this is all things that you deserve. Now, group number 2, what I do want to tell you is one of your gifts. One of your natural gifts is actually your voice, your communication, your throat chakra. A lot of you, this is what I tell people who are in the creative industry, who want to be actors, actresses, musicians. You need to learn how to sing. It doesn't matter if you're bad. It doesn't matter if it takes you a while and you're not the best at it. Learn how to express yourself with songs that you like, because it's going to help open up your throat chakra. It's going to make your voice tone better, and it raises your confidence. Anyone who is in the creative field, I highly recommend practices singing or learns how to sing, because you're going to notice it's easier for you to talk. You're confident when you talk. You're more expressive. Your tone quality is better. So all of you, I really recommend that you do singing, you practice singing, you learn singing, and it's also a great way to let out pain and emotion. Being able to sing beautifully, or at least on key, to a song that you really like. Look up YouTube videos, guys. I'm telling you, all of this is going to attract blessings into your life. But I also hear a lot of you naturally already have a very powerful speaking voice. What I'm hearing for a lot of you, group number 1, is that a lot of you, like I was saying, you bring secrets out into the light. You could be teachers, but what I'm hearing is a lot of you, whether it's online business, whether it is being in the spotlight, whether it's being a spiritual teacher, occultist, whatever it is, you're going to get recognition for it. You're going to get an amazing idea for it, and you're going into a time of amazing creativity, and it is a part of your destiny, because this is your destiny card, to be recognized, noticed, and an authority figure in what it is you do. And don't give up, because you guys are on the right track and your blessings are literally right around the corner. I also want to tell you guys, for some reason, this came up as one of your spirit guides. This is a general reading, so I could be wrong for some of you, but I kept seeing a baby whispering in your ear. And then I also got the South Node in the 5th house, which talks about children. So I feel a lot of you, group number 1, one of your spirit guides is definitely a child. Now, it doesn't mean that you've had a child, obviously. For some of you, you could have lost a child early on. I really feel like they're acting as your spirit guides, but for a lot of you, I'm sensing that your mom lost a child. Your mom gave birth to another sibling, but that was lost, and I'm getting the tingles. I'm sensing that child, your mother lost, your sibling that you never met, possibly, is working as your spirit guide right now, encouraging you and motivating you. I really do and I'm getting the tingles on my head, guys. So, ask your mom if that's ever happened, because I'm pretty sure that child is your spirit guide. And for others of you, it could be a future child or something like that. But I really sense it's like a sibling you never met, or a child that you personally have lost. What I'm also hearing, guys, is just like right now, try out a bunch of different creative routes. Be as creative as you need to be right now, because something is going to stick and something is going to work. And I see great success coming your way. Great success. So that's all I have for you. I hope you have a great one, and I'll see you later. Bye. This is for everyone who chose group number 2, the clear raw cut cord. Hi, group number 2. Welcome to your reading on what you need to hear right now. So, Group number 2, one thing I really wanted to do with this reading was I wanted to go and tell each pile why they were beautiful, why they were special, why they were awesome, because I wanted to brighten everyone's day up, because I feel like we don't get complimented enough in our everyday lives by the people around us. So I kind of just wanted to give you guys that, why is it that you are beautiful as a part of your reading. But one thing that I specifically felt for you when I was doing your reading is a lot of you really do not, like, if I were to tell you why you were beautiful, you would sit here and be like, yeah, right, okay, whatever, okay, sure. Like, it's almost like you have a really hard time receiving a compliment, group number 2. You have a really hard time, like when someone, sorry, I'm trying to make sure my lash isn't falling off so I don't look lopsided while I'm talking to you. Like, it's kind of like that. Oh my gosh, it's kind of like, there's always something in your mind about yourself that you are constantly in the background playing and critiquing in the back of your head. So even if you look good that day, you'll be like, yeah, but oh gosh, that arm is just poking out, and like, there's like a constant playback feed in the back of your mind, group number 2, of flaws that you don't like about yourself, that you are picking apart in your head. And my sister, I always talk about my sister, that's because she's the smartest girl I know, to be honest, but she told me, like, sometimes when we're tired and we're exhausted and we're stressed out, but there's no logical reason why, it's because we have tabs still up in our brain, essentially. And I feel like one of the big tabs that is constantly running as a constant narrative in your brain is you picking apart something about yourself that you don't like constantly. And this, this sometimes manifests, and I do it too, I'm not trying to call you out, as like nervous tics, where you like grab at the parts of your body you don't like and you don't even realize you're doing it until later, and you're like, why the heck am I doing this? And then you realize it's because you don't like that part of your body. Or like, I have a friend, they always like cover their chin or do this with their chin because they think they have a double chin. It's almost like you have this constant narrative in your mind that's going on about something about your body that you don't like. Group number 2, some of you have been considering, and there is more messages other than the looks thing for some of you guys out there who don't care. So just hang with me, because this is a general message. We do have 3 piles, lots of you guys, but just bear with me for a second. A lot of you guys have considered getting plastic surgery, or you have gotten plastic surgery. There is nothing wrong with plastic surgery. I've gotten plastic surgery. A lot of people get plastic surgery, and I don't think it makes you a bad person, a vain person. All of us wants to look and feel our best. So what I'm hearing is, if you guys are thinking about getting plastic surgery, what I would say, yeah, because I definitely see that with a knife. For some reason, I thought of going under the knife or getting injections. I would really thoroughly think it out, because, as someone who's gotten a lot of plastic surgery, I will say there are some things that I do regret getting that I could have fixed on my own with the law of attraction or the spells, but I was being insecure, and instead of doing the right fix, I went and got a quick fix that I regret now. So what I'm hearing Spirit saying is there's nothing wrong with getting plastic surgery, but definitely think about it for a while. Are you doing it because it's the standard of beauty, or has it been something that's bothered you your whole life and nothing's going to change it and you just need to get it done? That's all Spirit is saying. Some of you guys have already gotten plastic surgery work done. You got braces, you've been losing weight, you've been fixing your health, more importantly. What I'm hearing for group number 2 is a lot of you are going through this major transformation. And for some of you, a lot of pain. There's a lot of pain in regards to your work or worries about your health, but I'll get to that. Just bear with me, guys, for those where the message is not there yet, because there's a lot that Spirit was channeling. Essentially, some of you guys have got, you've worked on yourself. You've been improving your health. You've been losing weight. You've been gaining weight if you needed to lose weight. You've been eating better. You've been taking your vitamins. You've been working out. You got braces. You have started to love yourself. You're transforming yourself from the inside out, specifically with healthier habits. Or this is something that I see coming for you that you're doing really soon. And you guys are going through this major glow up and transformation pretty soon. This is the blessing I see coming into your life really soon, guys, is a glow up due to healthy choices, healthy habits, investing in yourself. Maybe it's you buy yourself some nice extensions. You take yourself to get pampered because you deserve it, when before you wouldn't spend that money on yourself. You guys have gotten some sort of work done that, is good. You came from it at a healthy place and it's made you feel better and you're shining. Whatever the case is, group number 2, this is the blessing that I'm feeling for you coming in. Spirit is saying you are going through with this major glow up and transformation outwardly and from the inside, because you're starting to make healthier choices. You're starting to really work on that mental health maybe. And guys, like, all of these changes you do inwardly, it shows on your outward appearance. It really does. Like, a lot of people say, oh, it's on the inside that counts, and you're like, whatever, yeah, okay, I wasn't born beautiful, so screw you. Like, I get that, but guys, it really does. And I'm not just saying that because I don't like sugarcoating things, because I hate when people do that to me, but I'm telling you my honest opinion on it. When people work on themselves inwardly and they make healthier habits, they eat healthy, you can just see it on their face, and they have that beautiful glow, and that is what you're stepping into. Now, some of you, group number 2, there's a huge issue around health where you're worried about your health, or you're going through a major transformation with your health. For some of you, this could mean recovering from a pregnancy and you're going to bounce back, look fabulous. For some of you, this is a real fear in regards to your health, because I did have the Scorpio card and I had the 6th house, which talks about transforming your health. The sixth house is, first of all, enemies, debts, diseases. It's also your health and your routines. And I see for a lot of you, there might have been a huge scare about your health. Or a lot of you, there might be a fear about your health, or you're trying to recover from an addiction, or you're trying to recover from a health issue. Maybe it's anorexia, maybe it's an eating disorder, maybe it is binge eating, maybe you guys have to get surgery, maybe you're scared you have the coronavirus. Whatever the case is, group number 2, I want you to know that nothing's going to come of this situation. And when I got this card, I hate getting this card because normally it means I need to stop what I'm doing and take a nap, but for once I got this card and it pertained to you. For those of you who are scared about your health, I'm seeing that there's no reason to be scared as long as you continue on the path making healthy choices and doing what it is you need to do. Because group number 2, with this, and I knew they were paired together with the purples. I knew it because Spirit talks to me with colors sometimes. I knew it as soon as I saw these purples together right after the other. This is the same message in this one card. Nothing is going to come of this situation for you in regards to worrying about your health, because you right now are being spiritually protected. Whether you have to go under the knife, whether you're scared about being sick, you are protected right now, and angels are very closely working with you. The obvious one, I always get Archangel Michael, one of the groups. He's definitely one of them for some of you. And he manifests as 9/11 on the clock. He manifests as hearing ambulance or police sirens, or just seeing a lot of swords or sword symbolism, or maybe you'll hear readers talk about him a lot. You'll hear his name a lot. Archangel Michael is one of your major angels watching over you. He's one of the main angels that watches over the human race. Whether he's actually Archangel Michael or some sort of higher dimensional being, who knows, but he definitely manifests as that sword of protection, and he is protecting you right now, group number 2. And I specifically heard as well from your enemies, because the 6th house is about enemies. A lot of you, group number 2, if it's not a health battle you're going through, you are going through some sort of battle with your enemy, with your foe, competition, people. I don't know why I've been getting this so much, guys. Like, what's going on with these transits? People who want to see you fail, or like for some of you, it could be a court case. It could be enemies. It could be people attacking you. It could be just energy vampires. Whatever the case is, Archangel Michael is helping you and protecting you from your enemies. And one thing, when I was studying Sidereal Vedic astrology, one thing that I was told by Bridget Love here on YouTube, everyone talks about her because she's great, but she told me to listen to the Kali chants. I have those chants on my YouTube channel. It's under like protection mantras. Listen to those, chant those, because they will protect you from your enemies. So listen to those chants, protect you from the evil eye, protect you from people who want to see you fail, group number 2, because I sort of feel like there's this energy, group number 2, of people wanting to see you fail. You know, like kicking you when you're down, whatever the case is, you have enemies. Listen to those chants I have on my channel from other YouTubers. I put on a playlist that are free. They will really help you in whatever that's going on in your life, protect you from your enemies, protect you from, because I do see group number 2, you guys are going through, and I felt this for you, a lot of hardship in your life and a lot of things that are kind of, so how am I going to word this? Okay, group number 2, this is what I picked up about you. I feel like in your past life, you were somebody who made a lot of money very fast. So one thing I see for you, group number 2, is you do have the natural ability to make money. But unfortunately, what I'm seeing for you, group number 2, is that in this life, just having money is not going to satisfy you. And trust me, guys, I know that's easy to say if you have money, but the thing about this is I see for you, group number 2, one day you're going to have a lifestyle, maybe you already do, one day, but it's going to happen for you because it's a part of your karma, where you are going to have all of the resources, all of the money that you want in this life, just so you can realize that that is not going to be the thing that makes you happy, and it's going to push you into some sort of huge life change. So for some of you, this could mean marrying somebody who has a lot of money, because I did hear that for some of you. This is a general reading, of course, but for some of you, I see you marrying someone who has a lot of money. For others of you, I see you just making a lot of money naturally through past life talents. For some, it's in the health, beauty, fitness, doctor, plastic surgeon, aerobics, and like fitness trainer, something to do with beauty or health, or working from home, whatever the case is. Group number 2, one day you are going to have all of that money that you think you want and need, and as soon, because you need to experience it to know it's not going to make you happy. Then when you have that, you are going to realize that it's not making you happy. And what I see for you, group number 2, is it's going to trigger a change in your path and destiny. That's what I have with the life purpose card, which came up for you guys. It's going to change the path of your destiny into one that's more in alignment with you, because I sort of sense for you, group number 2, with the Scorpio card, your life's not meant to be linear. You're meant to do a lot of different changes in your life. And I know that's frustrating to hear, and I hate saying this message, because I know if I hear this message, or if I heard this message on my journey, I'd be like, oh no, I like to be in control because I'm a control freak. But group number 2, your life's not meant to do a linear motion into staying in this one job, one career. I see you're going to have 2 life purposes is what they're showing me too. The first life purpose that you explore is going to be very successful materially wise with money, or maybe it's like marrying someone, like I said. But the second path that you're going to take is going to put you with this alignment card into alignment with something that is way more in your lane, that makes you happy. And what I'm also hearing with this Aquarius card is going to bring justice into the world and make a great impact on the world. And I know, guys, like, and I'm going to admit, because there's nothing wrong with being selfish and going, I just want to be successful and popular and liked and like rich. Like, I get it. I was there. Rahu was in my second house, like North Node, a few years ago. I was like, yeah, I really just want to be successful and have a nice life because I never had it before. So it's okay if you're listening to this thinking, I don't really care about, all of this and changing humanity. It's okay if you're not there on your journey, and don't let anyone shame you for that either, because it's just a part of the journey. We all grow and learn. But one day after you've experienced this wealth, this stability, this comfort, and it's not giving you happiness, one day, group number 2, and I don't even know if I should be revealing this to you or not, but for those of you who are ready to hear it, you'll hear the message. For those of you who aren't, just ignore it. One day, you're going to do something with your life purpose that heals and changes the world with Aquarius, because Aquarius sign is the sign of the karma and our debt to society, but it's a good kind. It's like using our strengths to change society for the better. Some of the examples of this would be people who invented solar panels. Another good example of this would be the Beatles. The Beatles were a band who spoke out against war injustice about, you know, being drafted, you know, it doesn't have to be boring. It's going to be something that uses your strengths, that changes the world, maybe to help against police brutality and the unfair treatment of minorities. You know, it's going to be something like that. Maybe you're going to use your voice, but whatever the case is, your life purpose has something to do with bettering humanity. And we are in the age of Aquarius, Saturn in Aquarius. Maybe you have Saturn or a big planet or lots of planets in Aquarius. This is a huge sign that that's what you're meant to do, especially with the age of Aquarius being here, with Saturn being in Aquarius, guys. So that's what I really sense for you. And also in this life, you're meant to do a lot of you're meant to have a lot of transformations in your life, and that's really frustrating for you because a lot of you like comfort and stability is what I'm hearing. But you know what I'm also hearing for you, group number 2? A lot of you are extreme people. You do things to the extreme. There's nothing wrong with that, but I kept seeing a lot of Pluto symbolism pretty much next to every single planet I saw for you when I was like, you know, kind of just trying to figure out what your chart is. I saw Pluto or the North Node next to everything. And it doesn't have to be like that in your birth chart. So what I'm seeing is you guys take things, you like extreme. What I'm hearing from Spirit is be careful of extreme partners, because a lot of you might be drawn to partners or romantic partners who are kind of like extreme, you know, like dramatic. When you need group number 2, and this is a soulmate I picked up for you. Doesn't matter if you believe in soulmates or not, but I picked up a soulmate for you, group number 2. This person, I strongly feel like I'm picking them up. This soulmate who's going to be for you is represented by the seahorse right here. And the seahorses, if you guys know anything about seahorses, they're actually, the males actually take care of the children. The males actually give birth and take care of the children, I believe. I feel like group number 2, in this life, you are meant to really adamantly pursue your life purpose, because it has something to do with changing humanity for the better. And I strongly feel like your soulmate is going to be someone who takes care of the home life for you, who brings stability into your life. And I don't feel like they're going to be boring, because we also have them represented by the Knight of Wands. So they're not going to be boring whatsoever. They're going to be exciting, free-spirited, but they're going to do more of the they're going to make your home a home and give you more stability and kind of be the nurturer to you, because group number 2, you need a lot of nurturing, because essentially what I'm seeing is a lot of you have gone through recently a lot of hardship. A lot of you. It's almost like for some of you, you have lost faith that things are going to get better, because I also have stay strong in your faith. That's how bad things have gotten recently. Not to mention I have the 5 of Swords, the 9 of Swords, it essentially is what I'm seeing. I see for you, group number 2, you need a lot of nurturing in your life, and you need someone to just tell you that you are beautiful and tell you why you are beautiful, even though you're not going to believe it anyway. So I'm going to tell you the reasons why you are beautiful, and I'm not going to BS it. I'm going to show you what I'm honestly seeing, because I know you guys are skeptical. But first of all, you are beautiful because you do not try to fit into a group. You take pride in the fact that you are an individual and you have your own unique expression, and you guys are people who do not try to copy other people or try to be other people. You are firmly like, there is no mistaking you. There is no you getting lost in a crowd. You are you, and it's very obvious. Like, you can't mistake you for somebody else. Like, you stand out. You stand out as your own unique expression, and there's no way you can get lost in the crowd. And also, guys, you really don't care about fitting in with other people. That's something that I see about you. And also, guys, you are always trying to transform yourselves for the better, and these transformations is what makes you attractive. For a lot of you, what I heard as well is that your hair is specifically something that is very attractive about you. I kept getting hair symbolism, like the hair flying in the wind. I got this Leo card with the mane, and I also have it with the beauty card. You guys are beautiful, and I feel like some of you have blonde hair, or some of you have brown hair, it doesn't matter the color, but whatever the case is, your hair is really beautiful. That's a very beautiful thing about you. And if not, guys, I do want to tell you, some of you guys have like beautiful natural hair, but honestly, what I'm hearing for you, group number 2, is the more you take your vitamins, work on your health, and when you do that, that is when your hair really shows it and it radiates health and beauty. And honestly, guys, what's really attractive to other people isn't Instagram brows and a tiny jaw, this, that, the third. It's actually health. That's what makes people attracted to you, because beauty is about reproduction essentially, and people are attracted to others who look like they are healthy enough to reproduce with, in scientific, I guess, terms. So beauty is health essentially. What I'm also hearing for you, group number 2, is that recently you have gone through some sort of tower moment where it seems like God and the universe is working against you. It seems like nothing is working out in your favor. I almost feel like it's been a tower moment, because the 6th house is a scary house. Group number 2, this was a blessing in disguise. Whatever changes that happen with these eclipses, because the eclipses bring great dramatic changes, endings, and new beginnings. Whatever drama is going on, I want you to know, group number 2, whatever hardship that you have went through was a blessing in disguise and was actually divine intervention sent to cut whatever that was out of your life. Even though right now you might be angry at God and you might feel like it's not fair, this was not something you could avoid. This was the hand of fate cutting something out of your life that was not on your path. And this does not mean that you're never going to find your path again. You're never going to be happy again. You're never going to be successful or in love again, because group number 2, whatever was cut out and removed from your life that brought you a lot of stress was actually to introduce you to your new path and your life purpose, which is going to be more in alignment with your higher self. So that's something I really do want to tell. That's something I really do want to tell you. So apparently there's a party in my neighborhood tonight and I'm here working, but I love it. But essentially, group number 2, you are a natural born leader. This might be why you have a lot of enemies. You don't have a lot of friends. You come off as very abrasive. I'm not going to lie to you. You kind of come off as a little abrasive, but you are a natural leader. You are somebody who is meant to be some sort of leader, whether it's in the military or some sort of instructor or some sort of business owner or something I specifically heard. You are meant to be the leader, and sometimes that means you're not going to have a lot of friends, and sometimes that means you're going to have a lot of enemies, because everyone always hates the boss. So that's something I want to tell you. Now, group 2, this is going to be for a select few of you. But I want you to know that some of you have lost a friend at a young age, okay? So this is what's coming up, group 2. Some of you have been getting very bad dreams recently. Your dreams have been really bad, or a lot of you have always suffered from nightmares. I'm hearing from your spirit guides, group number 2, that they protect you from your nightmares or people or bad entities attacking you in your sleep, because for some reason I see that you guys are really susceptible to getting energetically, spiritually attacked in your dream state, or like maybe it's sleep paralysis, maybe it's nightmares. But group number 2, your spirit guides want you to know that they protect you when you sleep from bad dreams, from your sleep paralysis. I'm specifically hearing they visit you in your dreams, or they protect you or comfort you while you are sleeping. That's a very big thing, because when I have the dreams and I also have the Pisces card, group number 2, I do want to let you know, guys, that first of all, a lot of you are, and also with the spirit quartz music, I feel like this is a sibling's higher self. That's one thing I heard. I feel like it's a sibling's higher self, or for some of you, this could have been specifically a brother or an older sibling's higher self. But for others of you, I'm also hearing that another, like who the spirit guide I could be picking up, who's not Archangel Michael, is I really sense that it could be a friend. Some of you have lost a friend at a young age from drugs or from suicide or from some sort of tragic event where they passed on younger than they should have. is like they died of something really tragic at a young age. It was a friend or sibling or something. They are acting as your spirit guide, protecting you in your dreams, motivating you and encouraging you. And I'm also hearing too, guys, group number 2, a lot of you, this person was really into 70s music, or they were really into like 70s like era, maybe rock and roll or 70s music. And sometimes they will like suggest in your mind that you play 70s music, or 70s music will randomly come on. This is a sign that they're around, but I'm definitely seeing like 70s music is a very big thing for your spirit guide. So if you've been feeling called to listen to 70s music, or it randomly comes on, for others of you, I really feel like this is a spirit that was an imaginary friend when you were younger, is what they were telling me. And when you were younger, you were very in tune with the other side, and you had mediumship ability essentially. And there was a child or a younger person spirit who passed away, who was your imaginary friend, who died of something really tragic. Maybe you had an imaginary friend growing up, if it wasn't a friend who passed away, and this is the spirit guide that I'm seeing. So I know that was a lot of information, guys, but I really hope this helped you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you later. Bye. This is for everyone who chose group number 3, the pointed amethyst. Hi, group number 3. This is what you need to hear right now. So first of all, group number 3, this is immediately what I got for you guys, is that a lot of you, one thing I specifically noticed about you guys, what I got a lot of pages. I got the Page of Wands, and I also got the Page of Swords, and I also had the Page of Cups. And these cards were to describe you as a person, so I could really tap into your energy when I was channeling your message. And essentially, group number 3, have I been saying the wrong number? Guys, if I say the wrong number, it's Mercury retrograde. So please excuse me if I stutter or I mess up the numbers. So what I'm seeing for you, group number 3, oh my God, and I also have the Page of Wands as well. So I have all 4 pages. Now, essentially, group number 3, the pages represent, so you have all 4 pages in the tarot deck. The pages represent somebody who is a student. They represent someone who's younger. They represent somebody who's frequently underestimated. So group number 3, what I'm seeing is a lot of you are sick of being underestimated in what you do. A lot of you, what I'm hearing, group number 3, is a lot of you feel like people patronize you, they underestimate you, they treat you like a little kid, they treat you like you don't know what's best for you. They kind of try to one-up you, they talk down to you, and you're sick of it. For some of you guys out there, you could be short and you could feel like people look down on you because you're short, which is ridiculous. My first husband was a shorter guy, and if you're a guy watching this and you're insecure about your height, please don't be insecure about your height. It really does not matter as much as you think it does. But essentially, for the rest of you guys, I just sort of feel like a lot of you are shorter in stature, or you're younger, or at the very least you have a young spirit, and you frequently feel like people underestimate you in your field, at work, in your family, and they treat you like a little kid essentially. And that's something that's really annoying to you, because you guys, what I'm seeing is you put in a lot of effort, you are very knowledgeable, and also you're a lot smarter and you're a lot more capable than what people give you credit for. Group number 3 is essentially what I'm seeing about you, and I feel like that's something you really need to know. Now, why is this? So I was trying to channel, and if I look like I'm writing, that's because I am. I've recently picked up automatic writing as a new way to get messages, so that's why I have a pen in my hand. Or like doodling, because it helps spirit go through. But essentially what I'm seeing for you guys is, in your past life, guys, you were actually people who were philosophers. You were people who were very respected in your community. You were elders. You were like, there's so many different people coming up because this is a general reading, guys, but in your past life, you were either like a town elder, a wise one, an old wise one, a philosopher, a teacher, of like a professor in college. You were someone maybe who worked in the government, who was a very high up official, who was very well respected for their knowledge and their intellect. And that was your past life, group number 3. And in this life, what I'm seeing for you is you're meant to live kind of more of a carefree, lighthearted, fun life. This is why you have a youthful appearance. This is why you have a youthful personality. And this is why people mistakenly underestimate you. But group number 3, I want you to know you don't have to prove anything to anyone. Maybe you think people underestimate you because you are a blonde, or because, you like to dress a certain way, but in reality, you're really smart. People's judgments of you should not matter, because at the end of the day, group number 3, you are very knowledgeable, and the fact that they underestimate you is their problem. They're projecting essentially onto you, group number 3. And I'm really sorry you're underestimated like this. For a lot of you, it's with your parents. Like, you just feel patronized, and I'm sorry you have to go through that. But group number 3, what I want to tell you is that in this life, you're meant to have fun. You are meant to be a character. Group number 3, this reminds me kind of like of Marilyn Monroe. She was someone who really wanted to be a serious actress, but unfortunately, because of the way she looked, she always felt like she was given like the dumb bimbo roles, or people underestimated her. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting for you, group number 3. But in this life, you're not meant to be so serious. You're not meant to take things so seriously. You guys are meant to be like performers, or have fun, or live a more carefree life. Because guys, in your past life, you spend a lot of time studying. You spend a lot of time working. You were like meant to be a pillar in the community, and you had to act respectful. You had to act mature to be an example. So group number 3, the blessing for you in this life is you're meant to live your life and have fun, as I can see with this Page of Wands, where she's jumping for joy and throwing the wand up in the air. In this life, you were meant to embody that energy. And I also got that with the 5th house, guys. The 5th house is about dating, romance, fun, creativity, being an actor, being a musician, being in the spotlight, being a character, not having to be so serious. So group number 3, what Spirit is really telling me is you're going to find the most success doing something that allows you to express yourself in an authentic, silly way, and allows you to have fun. And you're going to have the most success when you do that, as opposed to taking yourself so seriously. So group number 3, let's say you want to be a serious actress. For a lot of you, what I'm hearing is if you did comedy, if you did like something that allowed you to be who you are but still be on screen, that would bring you the most success. If you wanted to do YouTube, maybe you wanted to do tarot readings, going at it from a serious manner is probably not going to bring you as much success as it would as if you were just your authentic self. Because group number 3, what's going to bring you success in this life is you being your weird, quirky, authentic self and character. People are going to watch you. People are going to want to be your client. People are going to want to hire you. People are going to want to you're going to get success and recognition, or the job you want, or be in alignment when you are just your silly self and you're able to be your silly self, not where you have to be serious and go back into your past life. No, because in this life, you're meant to be the character. You're meant to be loved, recognized, appreciated for you just being yourself. And I got that too with unconventionality. Let yourself sparkle and shine. Okay, we see a pattern. And also be honest with yourself. Group number 3, you're going to find the most success in life, not when you're playing a serious character, not when you're being somebody else, not when you have to be serious or play conservative or be conservative or take yourself so seriously. People are going to watch you. People are going to want you. You're going to find success. You're going to find the right connections. You are going to be the happiest and find the right friends when you are just yourself and your quirky self. And I see group number 3, that's something that's really hard for you to do. I see that's something that's kind of hard for you to do, because I do sense that a lot of you, and there's nothing wrong with this, you want to fit in, you want to be supported, you want to be taken seriously, you want to have people like you, all of these things, group number 3. But I'm telling you, the more you don't give the F word, the more you let your character shine, the more success you're going to have in life. And also what I'm seeing for you, group number 3, is you're the kind of people who really want the finer things in life. Like, you want great love, you want a nice house, you want to have a lot of nice things. what I see about you, group number 3, is you were born with this want to have things in extreme, essentially. Because one vision I got for you, which is funny because I have this in my birth chart, so I get it, is the North Node next to Venus, the North Node Venus conjunction. Some of you could have that, not all of you. Or some of you could have North Node in Libra or Taurus, or in the 2nd house, or in the 11th house. These are all things I see for you in your birth chart. Essentially what that means is in this life, you want to experience the earthly pleasures. You want to have fun. You want to make a lot of money. And, you know, when you love, you want extreme love. Regular love is not going to cut it for you. You're someone who wants, you know, the explosion with Jupiter in 5th house. Maybe some of you have Jupiter in the 5th house. You want to have all of these earthly experiences, and that's because you are meant to experience them. So, you know, taking yourself really seriously, you know, trying to be something that everyone else wants is something that's going to deter you from your truest path, group number 3. But I do want to tell you guys, there's a huge blessing coming your way. So first of all, it's eclipse season. Eclipse season happens every 6 months or so. This is when great change is coming. So if you're watching this within 3 months of me posting, or if you're watching this when you know a great eclipse is coming, then this message is definitely for you, because there is an eclipse happening this month in July, and also I believe in August. Anyway, eclipse season is starting towards the end of 2020. These eclipses for you, because what I see with conclusions are in reach, and also the luck is on your side, new moon in Sagittarius. This eclipse is about to trigger for you, group number 3, amazing blessings. Specifically, what I heard was in regards to financial support. One thing I heard for you guys is some of you are trying to get a loan to buy a home. Some of you are trying to get a loan to go to school. Some of you are trying to get some sort of loan. Group number 3, I'm hearing that you're about to come into a great deal of money, some sort of loan, some sort of inheritance, some sort of something that's going to help you out greatly. For others of you, because this is a general reading, with this eclipse, there has been something you've been working on already. So for some of you, could also be a government check. It could be alimony, whatever it is. There is a great bit of money coming your way with this eclipse. But for some of you guys, what I'm seeing is you've already been working really hard recently, or some of you have been looking for a job, or some of you have been, whatever the case is, I see financial reward coming to you with this eclipse from past deeds, or through some sort of huge check, some huge loan, something of that nature, because I also got harvest, and harvest represents like the fruits of your labor. So whatever it is you've been working on really hard for a while, those past things that you did are going to return as a lot of abundance for you. And what I see for you, group number 3, this is a big message I have for you. You guys have been blessed with so much in your life, and you will be. Because when I see the North Node also with the Taurus card, this tells me that you are going to experience a lot of abundance in your life. But the problem with the North Node being in the 2nd house, the 11th house, or in Taurus or in Libra, is that it's never enough. It's like the North Node is the head of the dragon that is never satisfied because there's no body. It just wants to devour everything. Group 3, Spirit is telling me that you have been blessed, or you will be blessed with so much abundance and opportunities in your life. And they want you to have more gratitude, because first of all, the more gratitude you have, as opposed to looking at everything from a fatalistic outlook where you're not able to see all these good things, the more you have gratitude, the more blessings you are going to attract into your life. And that's a fact. Every morning, what I like to do is I like to list 10 things at least that I'm grateful for, and I really mean it, because the more you do it with feeling, the universe responds with the law of attraction with feeling. The more grateful you feel truly, the more blessings you attract, because you are an energetic match for blessings and abundance. That's how the law of attraction works. I recommend doing that for you guys, because group number 3, I'm sensing that you have been blessed with a lot, and you will be. But what's the point if you're not able to appreciate it, because you're always on to the next thing, or what else you want, or things that are still not manifesting, or things that are still lacking in your life. Group number 3, there's like an impatience problem I see for you, especially with the steady progress. This, and also the page energy, which is very impatient. You guys feel very impatient because the amount of blessings and success you want is not manifesting as fast as you want it to. But group number 3, Spirit wants me to tell you that it is a steady progress to the top. It is a steady progress of work. Now, group number 3, I'm not a liar, okay? So I'm going to tell you this. Some people are blessed where they do get successful and famous overnight. Okay, but even those people, like let's take Billie Eilish as an example. She was doing music since she was a little kid. It didn't just happen overnight. She didn't just pick up a guitar and then the next day become famous. It's a steady progression. Right now, group number 3, you are going to be blessed with a lot of things that are going to motivate you to keep moving forward financially. But right now, what I'm seeing is you're at the study phase. A lot of you are going to school, or a lot of you are just at this phase right now where maybe it's not manifesting as fast as you want, whatever it is, because right now you're still at the very beginning stages, as I see with New Beginnings and the pages. You're still at the very beginning stages of your journey and whatever it is that you're trying to do with your life. And with the pages, this is about like being on learning mode. This is like, for instance, this is like, let me think of an artist. This is like, Cardi B, I guess, whatever. Cardi B's stage of when she was still stripping and dancing and doing rapping on the side. That's kind of like the stage that you are right now. You're still growing your talents. You're still growing as a person, and it's not happening as fast as you want because maybe the expectations are kind of like blown out and we're not appreciating right now. And I have this problem too, what we have right now. Like for instance, and I don't want you to think I'm like being preachy because guys, I do this too. Like some days, some months I'll have times where my channel blows up and I get a lot of views and subs. It's great. And some months I won't, and that's not so great. But at the end of the day, when I look back at my life, the times that I cherish and remember the most are not the times when my YouTube channel was blowing up. It was the times I was spending with my dog, being present in the moment, enjoying where I was in the moment. Those are the memories I remember, not my subs going up, not seeing a bunch of money coming in, even though that's nice. So it's not really about the circumstance, group number 3. That's what Spirit wants me to tell you. It's about how much you appreciate it in the moment, because it's not the journey, it's the destination. Okay, I hate saying that, but it's the truth. And the more you get lost in your present, the faster the success is going to manifest for you. So it's a steady journey. Group number 3, and it's all happening in divine timing. That's a big thing I want to tell you. This is happening in divine timing. This is not and divine timing always works in your favor, because if, like, for instance, if I were to get famous, when I was 15, I would have offended the whole internet with how much I cursed, how much of a mess I was. Thank God divine timing was working in my life. And that's what I really feel like Spirit wants you to know. So if something is not manifesting right away, trust me, there's a reason for it, group number 3. I kind of feel like you're the kind of people where you get better with age, because first of all, group number 3, I just felt that. It's not necessarily something that's on the cards, but I kind of just use cards to channel anyway. You get better with age. The older you get, the better it is for you. And yeah, that sucks to hear, especially when you're in high school or you're younger and like, it just looks like everyone's winning. But group number 3, trust me, when you're older, and you're winning and you're above everyone else, trust me, it's going to be worth the wait for you. And that's not saying that you have to wait, till you're 40 or 50, unless you're already that old. For some of you, it's just a matter of just practicing a little patience and gratitude, and this is when it's going to really manifest for you. Now, one thing I do see for you guys is you do have a natural talent of astrology. I think that in your past life, guys, a lot of you were astrologers or philosophers or wise men or something. That's why in this life you're meant to be more playful, is what I'm hearing, and experience life a little more as opposed to just being work, study, all that stuff. So one thing I do see with the fifth house, the Wheel of Fortune, and also divine timing is if you wanted to study astrology or something, this is something that you pick up really quickly, because I see that you do have a past life doing so. Now, one thing I do see for you, group number 3, is I did get the Divine Masculine card. And normally this card pops up as a love message in my readings. So group number 3, and especially with the Gemini card, which represents twin flame. Group number 3, I do sense that a lot of you, this is what I'm hearing, a lot of you coming up, especially with the 5th house and Jupiter, I feel like a lot of you are about to marry your twin flame, or you're about to meet your twin flame, or for those of you who are manifesting a love connection. What I see is with these eclipses, it is going to bring it in, and I don't feel like I would have gotten that message unless it was very soon. Now, one thing about you, group number 3, that I do want to tell you is that I really feel like you are manifesting a teacher into your life, someone who could really show you the way, someone who has a lot of experience. I just sort of sense, group number 3, there's going to be a special connection with a teacher coming into your life, someone who's going to show you the way, teach you the way, really put you on path. That's something I specifically saw a lot about, learning your craft, just perfecting what it is you want, going to school, getting some sort of teacher. Doesn't have to be traditional school, but I see that coming into your life, and to be open to that, because I do see group number 3, a lot of you guys, because of your past life, you have a tendency to be know-it-alls because you were in your past life. But in this life, whoever this teacher is coming into your life, who I feel like is possibly male, probably a male, they're coming into your life to teach you about business or what it is you want to do. Be open to learning from them, because they could teach you a lot about your P's and Q's. Now, group number 3, what I do want to tell you, I wanted to add this for everyone on what makes you attractive, because I just wanted to include something that would cheer everyone up in these readings. And I don't feel like people compliment each other enough in person, so I wanted to add this for each of the groups. Group number 3, I specifically heard you are really attractive because you have amazing legs. Some of you are really flexible is what I'm hearing. Some of you do dance, some of you do yoga, or some of you just have really nice legs or long limbs. This is something that's really attractive about you, that people really notice about you quite frequently. So show off those legs, you know what I'm trying to say? And also just in general, a lot of you might be dancers or do yoga, whatever it is you're doing with dance or yoga. If you're doing that, it is working for you, or if you were thinking about doing it, you absolutely should, because it's going to bring out the best in your particular figure, is what I'm hearing, group number 3. Yeah, group number 3, because I also drew the soulmating card. I really feel for you. Either you already know your soulmate, you're about to meet your soulmate, you're about to marry your soulmate, because I do not get love messages, group number 3, unless it's going to happen fairly quickly. And for you, group number 3, I feel like that's something that's coming in very strongly for you. Specifically, when I have timing, I'm going to say when the North Node in sidereal astrology goes into Taurus. So that's going to happen, within the next 2 years. So it's going to go in there, I feel like, in the next few months. So it could happen anywhere from the next few months into 2 years from now. So in between now and 2 years, but that's really soon, guys. For those of you who have been manifesting, waiting for it, when the North Node goes into Taurus in sidereal astrology, sidereal, not tropical, which is very soon in the next few months, I really feel like this is when you're going to meet your soulmate, and I really feel like this is the divine connection. So group 3, that's all I have for you. I really hoped that this helped you out. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you later. Bye.